Hi, Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Got another wonderful night and weather day headed our way Wednesday, even into Thursday. And then Thursday night, our attention will turn out here to the west, where there is a marginal to slight risk of severe weather moving into the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. Those showers and thunderstorms may drift to the east to where we would have at least some general thunderstorms here in the light shaded green area, but most likely they would not be severe. Not to say we couldn't have thunder and lightning, but we just wouldn't have the winds that would exceed 58 miles an hour or quarter-sized hail. Could have some small hail, don't get me wrong, but again, the likelihood of severe weather would be really low at this point, but thunderstorms still possible in that light green shaded area. Better chance for severe weather out to the west. And let's take a look at that severe thunderstorm potential. This takes all of the variables into account, and it puts an index on those. And so you can see just west of the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex, there is that area where it correlates to almost a medium to high threat of severe weather. Large hail is the primary threat with this, maybe some gusty damaging winds. And again, that's out toward Fort Worth, out toward Weatherford, and off to the west on Interstate 20. Here in East Texas, it's a low threat. Maybe a moderate threat toward Athens and Canton as some of those thunderstorms, especially if they're strong enough west of the DFW, if they can just hold enough energy to get into maybe the eastern or western parts of East Texas, we might see a stronger thunderstorm or perhaps a severe thunderstorm warning out in a place like Henderson County or Van Zandt County, Rains County, or maybe Hopkins County. But especially over deep East Texas, it looks like the threat is really low at this time. All right, rain chances again on Wednesday, no chance of rain. Thursday, this is a late night 30% chance of rain. This is likely going to be after 10 p.m., most likely after midnight. Friday evening, there's a 30% chance of rain. Saturday evening, there's a 30% chance of rain. And Sunday afternoon, and then Monday also in the afternoon and evening, a 50% chance of rain. Really your best chance of rain next Tuesday. A better organized system out in the west may even provide a slight severe weather threat into East Texas by next Tuesday. All right, rainfall outlook over the next 7 days. Again, next couple of days looks like the threat will be really low here in terms of rainfall. Over the next 7 days, we're generally looking at perhaps deep East Texas having a better chance of having some heavier rain. But even at that, it's likely a ½ inch to maybe the most we could see here would be 1 inch to 1.25 inches in some parts. And some areas here noted in this light green would suggest that we could see less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. Again, you can move this band or this contour north and south just a little bit, but this is generally guidance or a general indication of just how much rain we could see here over the next 7 days. So not a ton, but a few of us may come away with some heavier downpours, especially if you get inside a thunderstorm. Otherwise, if you're on the outside of that thunderstorm, you come away with very little, if any, rainfall at all. So it's almost like we're trying to transition into a summer weather pattern here as we head into this first week in May. Certainly not any big storm systems that would bring us any substantial or widespread severe weather risks. Going back to March 1st, you can see that we are still running a surplus in our rain gauge for the season at Longview, Lufkin, and Tyler. And for the year, we're on the plus side of things at Tyler, Longview, and at Lufkin. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the month of May. Above average rainfall is favored here in East Texas, with a better chance to see above average rainfall along the Gulf Coast. When we widen things out, it looks like the dry weather pattern will persist across the Great Lakes and even into the mid-Mississippi River Valley, where below average rainfall is forecast. While it's been rainier than average since the beginning of the year out in the West Coast, and it looks like it could stay that way for Northern California. So above average rainfall for the West Coast, most of West Texas should be close to average, and parts of Oklahoma. Temperature outlook. Near average temperatures are favored here in May, and I'll show you what that means in just a second. While the West Coast, of course, with above average rainfall should be cooler than average. The Pacific Northwest looks like it will be warmer than average, and around the Great Lakes, generally below average temperatures to near average temperatures. And here in East Texas, near average temperatures are possible for the month of May. So again, what does that mean? That means as we head through the month of May, we'll see our average daytime high climb from 79 at the start of the month to 88 by the end of the month. The morning lows climbing from 59 on up to about 68. If we have near average rainfall, that means we should come away with somewhere around 4 inches of rainfall, and we should also experience a rapid rise in humidity during the month of May. By the way, May is the wettest month of the year on average for East Texas. All right, here's future skycast. We'll start this late tonight with a northeast wind. Temperatures in the mid-60s, dropping into the upper 50s overnight. A few showers north near the Red River, and they will stay north of Interstate 30. Wednesday is another warm day, a pretty nice day. Thursday morning, we'll start off with temperatures around 60 degrees. Thursday will be a nice day with temperatures into the lower 80s, and then we'll have some showers and thunderstorms approaching from the west. Again, if they could hold together, they'd be stronger out around Emory or Canton. This particular piece of data that I'm showing you here weakens the thunderstorms in such a manner that they would only stretch across portions of Anderson County, maybe into Cherokee County and Houston County. But we have to keep our minds open to the fact that this could be a little more widespread and make it a little farther to the east. At any rate, Friday morning is warmer and it's more humid. This really isn't a cold front coming through. It's a dry line that tries to push into East Texas, and it really never makes it. So we stay humid, we stay breezy, and we stay warm with temperatures in the low 70s right on through Friday. So tonight might be the coolest night for the next several nights as we drop into the lower 50s around Clarksville, mid-50s at Pittsburgh, dropping into the mid-50s over toward Linden and back toward Sulphur Springs. In our central counties, mid-50s pretty much everywhere. Longview down to 55, Henderson down to 58, Tyler and Jacksonville down to 57. Athens with more cloud cover may only drop to 62 degrees. And over deep East Texas with partly cloudy skies, we'll see some warmer air starting to spread into Groveton and Crockett, maybe a little fog down there. Otherwise, temperatures in the upper 50s at Hemphill and at Center and at Palestine, where it could be 59 degrees. In terms of winds on Wednesday, we'll have an east wind all day long at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Perhaps the gustiest point of the day will be right around the noon hour, as we'll have winds gusting up to 15 miles an hour late morning into the early afternoon. Daytime highs tomorrow, upper 70s at Pittsburgh, lower 80s. For instance, out in Cass County, Titus, Morris, and Franklin County could all see highs in the upper 70s. In Wood and Upshur County, right around 80 degrees. Mineola, for instance, up to 80. Longview and Tyler also up to 80 degrees. From Anderson County through Cherokee County over through Rusk and Panola County, high temperatures in the lower 80s. And over deep East Texas, around Nacogdoches and Lufkin and Crockett, high temperature right around 83 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. Here's your Bill Scott and White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 7-day forecast. So really, Wednesday is the last day that we have here on our 10-day forecast without at least a chance of rain. It does not mean that it's going to rain every day, all day, and it doesn't mean that this is going to be widespread, but it does offer up the chance of at least a 30 to 50% chance of rain, especially in the evening and afternoons, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and really into the middle part of next week. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great night.